Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. All right, we have the Elite Division 10-ball singles. Up next, Randy Baker, Bill Rosenberry. Want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Hustlin' USA Clothing Company, Savage Billiard Apparel, CSI Q Sports International, Players Club Limited, Catfish Lou's and Legends Billiard Room, Players Sports Bar and Grill, YCCS, and McDermott. Thank you for your support. All right, we are coming at you live from the Chinook Winds Casino Resort here in beautiful Lincoln City, Oregon, right here on the Oregon coast. Thank you, Chinook Winds, for everything you do for the Western BCA and pool in the Pacific Northwest. All right, we are watching Randy Baker versus Bill Rosenberry, the Elite Division 10-ball singles here at the 9-ball championship. I know it's a little bit of confusion there, and I will get that frog rate updated on screen. Just 1 second here. All right, Randy Baker, he's 668.
They broke already. They're rolling.
They were ready. Yeah, they were ready to go at 9 o'clock. They were waiting for that last match to finish.
Randy shooting that ball. Did he overrun it? Well, he certainly doesn't want to be married to that 8-ball.
And it's 671.
That is an ugly cluster.
All right, we got some solid action here. Yeah, that cluster is not pretty for sure.
It's Elite Division playing 10-ball, not 9-ball.
Playing 10-ball.
One of the things that you notice about 10-ball is that the break is far more difficult. It's not only more difficult to pocket a ball, but it's more difficult to control the 1 ball off the head of that rack. There's players out there that can do it, but a lot of them haven't learned the tricks quite yet. 10-ball is a newer game, and there just hasn't been quite the exploration. I don't know if they have that DVD set available yet. Randy on this 4-ball. I guess you're shooting here. And what, you're trying to come around and he's going to take the combo? Yeah.
Yeah, he landed. Yeah, he landed perfect on this. Yeah, he's absolutely shooting the 10, no doubt about it.
Other part of 10-ball is it is a call pocket game. Great shot there by Randy.
Nicely done.
Striking first blood. That was a quick one. And Bill Rosenberry, he's been on the scene for a whole long time. Good to see him back in this tournament. We haven't seen him compete out here in quite a while.
Speaking of rules, we are playing CSI Rules 10-ball. This is Rack Your Own. It is alternate break. This is a call, ball, and pocket game, so no slap here. An illegally pocketed ball, the incoming player will have the option to accept the table as is or pass it back, and 3-foul rule is in effect. So unlike 9-ball, which was rack for your opponent, in the 10-ball, they're doing rack your own. Template racks are optional.
Looks like neither player electing to use the magic rack. Why do they do that? Why is this one not rack for your opponent?
The reason that they don't want people racking their own rack in 9-ball because it's so easy to manipulate the rack where you can make the wing ball, make the 9-ball. So that's why they just said, all right, we're not going to let you rack your own, but 10-ball, you're not going to be manipulating a rack like you can in 9-ball. So
yeah.
So that's why, because the CSI rule is rack your own. Everything's rack your own in CSI. So the fact that in 9-ball they're doing rack for your opponent, that's actually a deviation from CSI rules. So they wanted to keep it as close to just standard CSI rules as they could. But they did make their own, a couple of their own modifications.
It's interesting to me that BCA kind of yields in seniority to CSI. Is that the way it works? Is that true for all divisions? CSI kind of the internationally accepted rules?
Internationally accepted? No, actually, that would be the World Pool Billiard Association was the internationally accepted rules.
Okay.
The WPA. WPBA is something else. The WPA is the World Pool Billiard Association. They are the international governing body for rules and also for like world standings, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the Billiards Congress of America, the BCA, is actually the U.S. representative in the WPA. And
Gotcha.
so when people say, and the BCA actually uses WPA rules, the Billiards Congress of America, not which is different than BCA Pool League, which was sold by the BCA to CSI. It's all very confusing.
Hold up, sugar.
So when you say BCA rules, a lot of people mean BCA Pool League rules, which is actually CSI rules, and not the actual Billiards Congress of America rules, which is actually world standardized rules, which is different.
Wow.
It's all
do you have
very
a flow
confusing.
chart?
It's all very confusing. It's all very confusing.
I'm going to get some note cards, some string and thumbtacks, and I'm going to get right on this thing.
So
there had to be a second shooter. He's jumping this
there
ball.
had to be a second shooter.
That's a long jump, man.
Yeah, but this is Randy Baker we're talking about. Oh, man.
Well, Earthshaker Baker shaking it right off the table in this
yes, he did.
situation. Yeah, and I mean, that's what you're afraid of if you don't land right on that ball. Get a little more elevation, and that's just so close to the edge of the table. No room for mistake. Bill coming to the table with ball in hand. Only 6 balls left here. He overdrew that ball.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that one.
I think he's just barely
Just
got
barely
it. Just barely.
Perfect.
Oof.
Nice shot. Yep, just in time. Hit this with a little high inside. Leave yourself. Well, maybe not. I just like to be shooting away from that side pocket, but he's just fine. 7's past the side.
Shannon Pierce, table 23. Shannon Pierce, table 23. You were on the clock.
Looking good here.
Yeah, he's sitting good.
Underrolled that. Quite
Well,
a bit.
interesting that he chose to go forward, because by going forward 2 rails, you're coming across the line of the 10, where if he would have come backwards 2 rails, he's always on the line for the 10. So even if you're underhit it, you're still in line. Which is one of those fundamental things of position play that it's one of those things you learned a long time ago. Once you get to like a 670 Fargo rate, you're supposed to know that already.
I'm taking notes here, so don't come across the line. All right.
Yeah, wise guy.
I'm learning all kinds of stuff today. Actually, that's literally something that I need to put into my game. I consistently cross the line, and it words. It's something.
Have another drink.
Something that I
have another
struggle
drink
with.
on me.
I need to have a drink. Yeah, you're buying?
I'll buy you a water.
Deal.
Tap water.
Like a 40 proof Polish water?
Is this a dry break?
They're all up there. I count 10. Oh, we didn't mark Randy's game. Randy's got a game.
Oh, that's right. He made the
combo.
combination on the
Yeah.
10. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for that. I knew I was forgetting something. What a nice cut shot.
Beautiful.
And he's going to have to do another nice cut shot on this, too.
Yes, he is. I like cutting this too with some inside, so that when you get to the side rail and you get to
You try to
foot rail.
reverse it off the end rail.
Otherwise, your line's going right up behind that 10-7.
Man, this is such a thin cut on this, too.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I don't think you have much of a choice, though. You got to shoot that. Oh, get around.
Oh, man. All right, brings Randy what was it, the World Shaker Baker?
Earthshaker Baker.
Earthshaker Baker,
right.
all right. To the table, 3 ball, 4, 5, 6. Even though they're all kind of clustered up, they're close together, and they all have pockets to go to, so
Yeah.
There's no need to try to rearrange things.
Gotta
Just
think Randy's the favorite to get out here.
yeah, that's a nice touch.
Nice shot there. Randy's looking great on this rack here.
Yeah, he's picking his way through this cluster nice. Leave himself a nice angle.
Just carry
Little bit of
forward for that 7.
Yeah, a little bit of angle, but not too much angle.
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's a wow with 2 syllables. Wow.
the Earth Wiggler.
Randy Baker, the Earth Wiggler, and that doesn't quite rhyme.
No, not quite. Draw right over there. Looking good. About to go up 2-1. All right, I'm falling down on the job over here too. They hadn't marked the last score, but we're up to date now at 5-2.
Boom.
Earth Shaker.
All right, Randy Baker regaining the lead 2-1 in this race to 9.
And we're back here. Rosenberry laid down a good break, and I'm joined in the booth by fellow commentator Joel Peck. Joel, how you doing?
Oh, you know, just coming back from a big loss, but part of my life there.
Oh, man, that was a heartbreaker. It was hard to watch. Kevin wouldn't even bet against you.
Really?
Yep.
Man, such faith. I probably would have bet up against myself after I missed that ball.
Dude, I was pulling for you. That's tough, man. Being on the hill is not an easy place to be. It's where you want to get it the whole time, and then you get there, and you just need that one more game.
So came out of the bathroom, and Randy is up 2-1 in a race to 9, correct?
Yep.
And they're doing...
And he had a cheesy 10 early. He lined it up beautifully. I mean, it wasn't cheesy, but early 10.
Alternating breaks here?
Alternating break. Bill had kind of a finicky little out on the last one, but got out, and then... Or sorry, the game before. Randy got out of that last one. Bill's breaking here. Can, but we want to be able to see. Cool. There we go. And we're both getting adjusted here. Joel, like you said, just getting done with the match, so we're kind of settling in here to what should be a great match. Have a good night, Kevin. Thank you. Kevin finally getting out of here. Boy, they put in long days around here.
And they're racking the 2 and the 3 in the back, correct?
2 and the 3 in the back corner.
Got it. Do we have a view on if that 7 passes the 9?
Let's see what we're looking like here. It's tough to say.
I guess we're going to find out here, depending on how he shoots the 6.
From this angle, it does not look like that 7 passes. Yeah, I think he's probably going to come around the backside, but he's not in a great position to come around the backside. I mean, you could punch across, but that 8 ball's directly in the way.
Yeah, and even punching across, what does that get you? Gets you a safe? Lock up behind the 9?
No, I'm saying, I guess I'm saying forward punch. You just want to punch to get across, but also get underneath the 7 ball so you can cut in that upper left-hand corner pocket.
I guess you play the 7 off the 9.
Oh, man.
Boom.
Gorgeous. What a shot.
I guess that's why these guys are much better than us.
Mr. Bill Rosenberry. How'd you fare the last time you and Bill played?
Oh, we were playing a short race.
Short race?
At a bar, 9 ball. I think I got him 3-1 or 3-2 or something. But.
That's right. And Bill, I'm pretty sure Bill beat me the other way around. I don't think he mopped the floor with me, but he definitely won. Came out on top on that one. And Bill's looking great right here to bring it 2-2.
So do you think he is drawing past the side pocket?
No, I think he's following. Yep, just like that.
Nice. Beautiful touch.
Just enough angle to get back off the rail.
What about here? Just wedging out, just touch?
Yep. Oh, he wanted a little more than that, but Stan T win singles. Martin Stan is not. They actually just started. He's playing in this division right here. Like we were saying, this is the elite division, 10-ball singles. These players had a Calcutta that happened earlier, about $11,000 in that Calcutta. Joel, have you taken a look at the bracket?
I haven't. I'm watching the other stream currently.
And they are using the beads over there. That's Joe that's shooting right now.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bill taking it to 2-2. Appreciate those players using the beads.
So
nice
we're
out.
Looking at an even race to 7 there, correct?
Yep. And we're at a 52-48 percentage-wise.
Is neither player using the magic rack?
No, neither one. Kind of cool. Let's go top view on this break, or
Do you break magic rack with your 10-ball rack, or do you like the traditional rack?
I always prefer the magic rack if it's an option.
I guess I'm just wondering what the advantage
thinking
or the
is.
preference would be behind not using it. I can't see it being a tighter rack.
Honestly, I really feel like there's like some macho old school thing with the not using the magic rack. It's like, oh, I don't need that magic rack. I break good. I break hard.
I think Rosenberry's been playing in the pool scene quite a bit longer than Randy Baker. I can't say that for sure, but I've noticed that with some of the more veteran players that they seem resistant to the magic rack at times.
Yep. Well, I mean, you see there, that's a dry break. The 210 lined up, that could be a really costly thing.
Beautiful cut on that one. Look at that.
Get into this pack. Oh, man.
Little 210 action, maybe?
Dangerous. Taste that blue cheese. Randy not happy with that one. He was making a face like he just smelled blue cheese.
Ooh, did you see that little skid there?
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that rotation on that stripe ball. You could see it pretty well.
I've got. Nice shot there by Mr. Rosenberry, going up
Just
3-2.
the score, 3-2.
Looks like we got one up to 6-2 over here. Oh, we got that. Yep. Hey there, Mr. Mike Littman. Big shout out to you and a huge thanks to you and Bad Boys and Western BCA. This room just looks amazing. These Littman lights look phenomenal. They don't just look great on the screen, they look great in person. Come on down here and check them out. And if you like the way they look here, take one home for you.
Yeah, I bet my bridge hand's going to get a suntan by the end of the week.
Mike Littman changing the way that we see pool.
Good thing I don't wear a bracelet or a watch.
Think it'd fade? Or you, the tan line?
Totally. I'm getting that winter tan. I love it.
Yep.
Who's who of bridge hands?
We got to go to this view for that. Whose bridge hand is that? Oh, that's Rosenberry.
Does Randy wear a watch?
I don't think he does.
I don't think so either.
I've seen him wear jewelry, though, in the past. Oh, he got kicked right in that corner. Brutal. And didn't make a ball. So that's several dry breaks in a row.
So do you think he is going to work away and play the one in the lower left corner? Or do you think he's going to follow that one ball and go towards the two but leave himself a harder angle?
I think he's going to play the combo. I don't think he wants to play for that window. It's no fun. As good as these players are, that's a narrow window, and you can manipulate those balls so easily from how close they are. The only tricky thing is the one's going to be coming off the high side of that 6 ball, and you got to make sure that your cue ball is going to make it past the 1 ball so you maintain a shot on that.
Interesting that you think you're going to be able to get better shape playing the one off of another ball and then being able to
carrying into a window. You're totally right.
And then being able to control the 1 ball, then play off that leave to get to the 2, as opposed to just taking the shot on the 1 now to give yourself leave on the 2. I guess I feel like the 6 is a duck, so it's not like you need to get it out of there. It's not a problem per se. But
he's just afraid of the window, under rolling it.
And as you saw in my last game, I should have been afraid of the window too, and wasn't.
So many moments. It was just like, oh. There were a lot of close calls too. It was tough to tell. We were watching a bunch of it on the monitor, and just I really could not tell.
Yeah, I definitely ended up shooting some shots that were. I had to be as precise as I can get.
Yeah.
I felt like I was playing just the edge of that ball.
This. Yeah, it was definitely noticeable.
Look at that. That answers that question.
To his credit, he stayed cool and calm that whole time.
So what? He played the combination, left himself a great angle on the 1.
He played it the other
got
way,
from
though.
the 1 to the 2.
He played to drift the cue ball other side of the side pocket. The 1, it was a sweet shot. And yeah, I mean, it looks like that would be less predictable, but you know you're playing soft. You know how far the ball's traveling. I'm with you that I feel like the smarter shot is playing for that window, but it's obviously a reason he was more comfortable with it. I don't think he's going to play for this window either. I think he's got to push through. Is he going to hit that 7 ball, though? I think. No, pop out. That's a good shot.
Nice, just 1 rail out towards the spot.
Yep.
Overrolled it a touch.
Yes, he did.
Now is he going to play 2 rails kind of near the corner and then come back for the 7 in the, I guess right now in this screen, what, our top left corner?
Let's see.
So he's cutting the 5 to the top. He's cutting the 5 to the top left from this view, going 2 rails.
2 rails, and do you think he's going to come back through the pack and play the 7 ball on the upper right? It looks like he's lining up
from this view. I think he's going to play lower left.
I think he's throwing that ball and drawing around.
Oh, that was sweet. Man.
Yeah.
So was that draw or was that just straight stun, you think?
It was low.
But when you say low, you mean he's tipping low, but he's not actually following through the ball to try and get.
Yeah, you didn't see a whole lot of the swoop and the arc, but you did see that ball not come off on the pure tangent line. And Rosenberry with a really good opportunity here.
So you're playing the inside, correct? You can go.
No, I don't even want to touch that side rail. I guess if that, can't really tell how close it is there. I guess it's on the rail. You don't have a choice. I would almost play
the wedge out.
Yeah, but probably up and back. So side to side. I like that shot. I would just really rather take the 7 on the side like I usually would.
Well,
But-
JD would say that he's given up 5% by being on that rail.
Yes, indeed. Speaking of JD, where is he at? Didn't even get a chance to buy him today.
Yeah, I was going to buy him one of those Indian flatbreads.
He likes that with the chowder, or he goes sweet,
I think he does the honey and the butter.
the honey butter. Man, I went to the Crow Fair this year, had me some of that honey butter. Woo! It was good.
Nice.
Shot.
Smooth speed there.
The Rosenberry looking good here to go up 2 games.
Just going to put it right by that 10 and just follow forward.
Yep. Just drift right over.
Great shot.
All right, Bill. And it is his break as well.
Look at that percentage shift from a Randy Baker's at a 26% to 74. Bill
No
Rosenberry.
way.
Yeah.
For 2 games? Crazy. I didn't realize Bill had 3 points on him. Hadn't even looked at that. Mr. Brady walking by. Brady bought Rosenberry, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure he did. See how these players fared in the Calcutta. Randy Baker went for $450, and Bill Rosenberry, I think he went for $100. No, he went for $200.
That makes sense, Arnie. I wasn't even thinking about it that way, but in hindsight, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex, unfortunately, that's just the way I play. That was probably some of the best I've ever played as far as competition pool. And then just couldn't keep up the pace. I never came back after I missed that. What was that, the 5-ball?
Yeah. Oh, I felt so bad.
But enough about me.
Moving on. And do we have yet another dry break? 3, 6, 9, 10. They're all up there. So, I mean, I guess this is just the stubbornness I'm talking about. It's like, how? No, it can't be a dry break. Didn't he just break those? 3, 6, 9. They're all there.
Yeah.
Did Rosenberry not break? Huh. I must be wrong.
Interesting that 2 of the players that went into the field, as opposed to being bought in the Calcutta, ended up playing each other right off the draw.
Who's that? These fellows?
Yeah,
over
we
here?
have Jesse Christensen and Joe Landy playing on the other string.
Joe came out hot. He was playing good.
So just in case you have picture-in-picture or have access to 2 different screens, you can always watch Great Pool ×2.
And the field went for $100.
Yeah, $100 on the field.
Which really, I mean, it's not a terrific buy. Usually the field's a little bit larger. For the field, you only end up getting,
3 players.
well, Joe's not in the field then. Joe got sold for $100. So the 3 players in the field were Rob Cameron, Jesse Christensen, and Steve Register.
Totally. I actually have Joe Landy with Joe.
We have Joe?
Yeah.
We look good.
I'm going to have to get out my information.
Didn't we? We bought Minu too, didn't we?
Yes.
For $25.
Yeah, I believe him in you. I've seen him play great.
Me too. Seen him play great against me.
I just feel like
Mop the floor. with
cashing out in a Calcutta with an underdog is just so satisfying. It's never happened for me, but I'm not going to stop trying.
I wouldn't know,
And
but I imagine that
just in case you guys
amazing.
want action, that's how I gamble. So
Yeah.
a fool willing to part with his money, they would say.
Kevin wouldn't gamble with me today. He took me for.
Well, you welch
$4
on your bets.
He took me for $4. I do not welch.
Stack those quarters.
I
Oh
won't-
yeah,
I
what are we
won't
using? Clams.
Clams? Yeah, clams.
On the air clams.
Well, I got a clam says. Oh no, Randy's gonna make that shot. That'll look tougher than it was.
Oh, did you see
Ooh,
that English right there?
Beautiful.
That follow through.
Mhm.
Pretty unorthodox, but it worked amazing.
Chris, thank you for your help there. Randy is the odd breaks. So Randy broke that one. It was another dry break. He just played a killer save. Yeah, this is It's not even an easy hit. And he's got a decent return kick safe. I mean, if he can one rail flush into that 3-ball and stick behind the 10, he's got a good chance of getting safe. It looks like he's lining up with English, yeah.
That was a hard angle. It looked like he was really tight behind that 6.
Totally.
I'm always so worried about putting that left English and being so close to the 6 that I'm going to somehow glance off the edge of the cue ball and just kind of fumble right into that 6.
Well, speaking of windows, this is an interesting window here on that 4-ball.
It doesn't look like he's giving himself much angle to come out mid-table. You think he's lining up just for the follow? Playing the...
Lining up to follow and
yeah,
then
let's look at the overhead.
take it in the side. Does it go on the side? I don't think it does. I think he is lining up to maybe take the 4 in the lower left-hand corner pocket.
Look
No.
at that.
Wow.
Randy Baker, a man of guts.
Earth Shaker Baker.
Look at
What a
this.
shot.
Nice easy transition to the 5.
Bumping that 9 a little bit.
Great shot.
Spreading her out.
Right on table 55, Scott Carroll. Jeremy Rattle.
Coming off that rail a little bit.
That's a smooth stroke right there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Opened up on him, didn't move very far.
From Alan Ferris and Michael Delacruz.
This is a shot I have a lot of trouble with for some reason. The distance. I keep on coming down table. I just drift and drift and drift. And if I try and control my speed, a lot of times I'll miss my cut. So it's
Do
like
you
I'm in
just
this
shoot
weird
right into the rail,
limbo.
or do you cut it wide?
It depends. I've tried different ways. I feel now I tend to spin cut it more just to try and give it that extra oomph into the pocket, but I'm able to control my cue ball's distance off the rail a little bit better that way.
It's interesting that Randy's nickname is the Earth Shaker because
Look at that. Did you see that draw pickup?
that's exactly why. He is such a smooth stroking player. He has a really funny kind of a dart stroke, but when he really puts a stroke on the ball, it is just nice and smooth. He stays low.
Speaking of strokes, look at that.
Just beautiful.
The confidence
his-
to
his
know that
speed
tangent
control.
line right there.
Totally. His
I'm
speed
s-
control is just phenomenal. I see him take some of the most delicate shots and just slip them in there.
I avoid that
Nice
that
out.
same shot that he took. I avoid that like the plague. I just am so bad at judging that tangent line. I suck off of it, and I would have been right in that corner pocket.
Yeah.
Or I just chicken out, and then, yeah.
Well, there we are. We're bringing it to 3-4, and that percentage goes to 64-36.
Mike, you can call me Joel Marquez if you want. I don't think Paul would like to be called Paul Peck, though.
Paul Jolquez. Joel Parquez. Speaking of Paul Marquez, where you at, my man?
Family
We're
time.
missing you around here. It sounds like it.
Yep, he's been posting some awesome pics. Looks like he's putting in some nice quality time.
It's always nice when your friends make the decision to spend time with their
Yeah.
families.
It's
Proud of him.
end of
Making
the
a good call.
early fall, end of the summer season. I mean, still some great weather here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes, indeed. John Hardy, to answer your question, James DeVee is still in. He is playing right now.
I don't think anyone's eliminated. I think this is the
This
first
is the
round of
first
matches.
round. Yep.
So it's a double elimination tournament.
Who did James draw? I feel like he drew Steve Register. So that's going to be a really challenging match for Steve. Steve plays great pool, but man, oh man, James DeVee shoots some serious pool. Towers above the room in physical stature, and man, does he put a good stroke on the ball.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool watching him in the Northwest Cup over the last few years. I wasn't accustomed to his style of play, and watching him play up at the 9-foot diamond in Auburn, man, that was pretty sweet. That was the year he got MVP. And then watching him continue on and play down in Sam's on the Gold Crown, that was a real treat because you could tell he'd played on a Gold Crown in the past. I mean, just the way that he was able to move the ball on the difference of a Brunswick versus a diamond. I really like that. I always kind of refer to it as like a traditional style of play, just because I feel like you can do so many different types of shots.
Did you feel like he was a one-pocket player when you were playing in banks?
Yeah,
He makes those one-pocket banks so smooth.
totally.
Just those crossovers that just drift right in, man.
Yeah, let's just keep talking about my bad choices in life.
Speaking of,
Dropped out of college, didn't learn Spanish.
you've got a little Spanglish in you. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I know.
What just happened?
I know a few words here and there.
Randy just jumped that ball. I don't know how the heck it went in. Did it go in off the point? Almost said it. Almost went in. Or no. Yeah, it must have slopped in. I think it went in off the point. And leaves Bill at 210 here. This would be the second one of the match.
Sorry about that. Just doing a little bit of chat maintenance.
Oh man, and Bill made it. I'm blowing it. Bill
Yeah.
totally must have drilled that.
Made some inappropriate comments that we had to audit there. Yeah, this is a family stream. We're trying to make this available to anyone. Whether you're sitting in your living room with your family, you could be with your grandma, your kids, watching pool. So let's just try and keep it clean and positive. Everyone's trying to win. And
That's Shaker. Dry breaker. Man. Can change that nickname if he doesn't get a magic red.
all right, what kind of angle can we get? Is he going to play 2 rails off that cut and come down towards that 2 ball?
Said roasted that dude.
Or does he have the angle just to play 1 rail and avoid that 10?
Yeah, I think he's going to play one rail straight through.
So do you have to play that with inside?
Nope. He's just going to play high English, straight back up table. I think he probably wanted
Nice.
to hit that ball a little bit harder, but I don't think he wanted to do anything with the 10. He's got a nice straight shot here.
So being straight, do you think he's going to hit more of a stop shot to leave himself an angle on the 3 to come back up table for the 4? Or do you think he's going to drift farther down to manipulate that angle in a
Looks like
different
he's
way?
drifting. Came back up. He did get pretty. He's got enough of an angle. And this is one that I was end up shooting inside, but all you need is some high English here. It's going to push you past the 10 ball and up table. I do that, though. I end up putting inside on it. And
Yeah, I don't think he's displeased with that, though.
oh, not at all.
This is the shot that I struggle with even more. It's just anytime I feel like I'm close to that scratch tangent, trying to decide how I'm going to play that 4 ball, but then to get onto the 5, because I'm already in my mind a little bit uneasy
You just gotta-
with the original shot, that to
Gotcha.
compound and add shape on top of that. Sometimes
gotta push
it's just
through
too
this.
much. It's just too much for me sometimes.
Yeah, he tried to hold it, and holding it's dangerous from there.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Well,
Got
we
a
have
couple
Jo-
good safe options here.
Joe Landy's on the hill, looking to advance to the 2nd round of this 2019 Western BCA Elite
Nice.
Division 10-ball singles. And what was the Calcutta? We had $10,725,
Oh,
and it's paying
gosh darn it.
41% of that to first place. So
Paying
not
6
only is their
bucks,
first
right?
not only is their first place prize money from the tournament on the line, but quite a big secondary Calcutta purse as well.
It's 41% for first, and what for? It's paid through 6, right?
If you want to grab it out of my bag behind you, I have it written down.
I'll pass. We should pay attention to this. Not we like you should. I should pull my head out and get in the game. Randy getting ball in hand here is a huge opportunity. Being down a couple games is not where you want to be, and is he looking at trying to 3-foul him? I'd be pretty surprised if Randy did that. I think he's going to play this 5 in the lower left-hand corner. I think he's going to pop around the 10 ball and probably take the 6 in the side pocket. Nope, he's lining up this combo. And that's a smart shot. I think Randy will probably play the secondary safe. But
So how do you play a secondary safe not necessarily
He
knowing.
took one earlier, and I watched him roll right up on a ball, but he's just lining this up super straight.
I guess what I was saying is that if you're playing the combination to make it, are you really controlling that 5 ball? Oh, darn. Did it cost him much? I mean, we still have that 6 ball, which was hard to get
6
to in
is
the
still
first
in
place.
trouble. Yep.
What
Do you play safer? I like banking this 5 ball right down to the middle diamond and shooting with some low outside. Getting over behind that 6, 8, 9. Martin, I'd encourage you to look up those brackets on CTS on demand.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and search by player name, or you can actually go into the event and search all the different divisions.
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of history there as well.
Yeah, it's a great resource. I really like the little match book because it just shows you at a quick glance which opponents you've played and what your scores were, and then how they finished within the tournament.
Both these players have some pretty serious wins out here. This event, let's see what we can check out.
So he's playing the kick behind the 10 and the 5 down in this lower left corner, I believe is what he just called. Making sure to get a good look at it. He wants to get that good angle on the 5, but he wants to be sure to clear that 10 ball. Because giving a ball in hand is not worth it at all.
I think the records don't go back quite far enough to
2014, I think.
to look at Rosenberry, because he hasn't been around shooting competitively for quite a while. Took a break.
Yeah, the only other way I know how to get into deeper past history is going to the Western BCA webpage
Gotcha.
and looking at the archives.
Yep.
And you can search that way, but it takes longer. But there's a lot of great history. They have some slideshows on there, seeing how people have aged, the different styles of what we used to wear. I mean, slacks from the 90s are very different than slacks from the 2020s.
Yes, they are. We no longer wear parachute pants.
Maybe you don't.
They're back.
I just feel a little bit more comfortable in baggy slacks.
Yep, I know you do.
Start getting that slim, tapered leg, and man,
Like 2018 Western BCA 9-ball championship, he took second.
All right, on table 60,
And this is
Dave
singles, right?
Espinoza and Michael Johnson. Michael
which
Johnson,
one?
Joel Espinoza, table
What's
This
the
60.
acronym? F10, I think that's fun 10 ball.
In the fun 10-ball, gotcha.
If you click on it, it'll say on the top left. Yeah,
Took a third in elite singles, and that was
Yes.
the 2018 8-ball championship.
Randy's given this one a lot of thought. He's cut off from quite a few angles here. I could see him playing 2 rails, heading down to the head rail. That really opens up, but man, I don't, committing to back cutting this 5, that's gonna give you a nice safe behind that 10, but you better commit to getting past that 5.
Oh,
So
man.
close. I mean,
Totally
that
on the
was probably
right
a
side of the ball.
hair.
Yep.
Jesse sealing the deal on another game over here, getting it to 4-8. Has to feel good, building some momentum. So, once again, we're looking at this 6 ball. It has not moved yet. It's been a problem for quite a while.
It's not crazy. Neither player really wanting to tackle it. And even with ball in hand, I mean, I guess he's going to try and play back behind it and play the 6 in that lower left-hand corner pocket.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to put the cue ball kind of maybe in between the 5 and the 8-ish range, cutting that to his
5 in the side.
5 in the side, splitting that gap between that 10-6.
You could also-
Maybe hitting where his fingers are kind of at right there, and then playing that 6 all the way down because then he's moving towards the 7. Or maybe he'll play the 6 in the side and kind of weave out past that 8-9 to leave himself a bigger angle.
You could also back cut this 5, plant it in the upper right-hand corner, and drift down towards the 6. If you run short, you got the 6 in the side. If you go long enough, you got the 6 down in the corner. And I mean, once you're free from there, you're good to go. The 8's a little tough just because you got to get onto one side. You know, with that
Is there a way we can make this window smaller and make this one bigger? I think we can. I think if we go over here and just actually touch the screen, it'll turn red.
I don't want to mess with their.
Rookie Rodriguez, table 59.
overran it.
Rookie Rodriguez, table 59.
And looking at the
There,
overhead
you
here.
just had it. I think you just, when you clicked on it, see how it was red and green? Like this one has this red line. I think we can actually, it doesn't matter.
He's going to play safe here. Or you think he's shooting that on the side? Yeah, playing safe.
Nice, good speed there.
It's a smart shot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not worth messing with.
Yeah.
This view is just really hard for me to see from the distance that we're sitting at the screen
Gotcha.
because it's on your right and I'm on your left.
I understand.
It's like trying to drive from the back seat.
Well, you can definitely step away and look a little more there. We could also move this monitor so you can see the table.
Yeah, I'm keeping score over here, so it's no big
Okay.
deal. I'll get used to it. Bring my thicker glasses next time. Maybe a monocle.
Ooh, a monocle.
Yeah, Jinkos and plugs. Remember those bad boys? Alex, you're just dating yourself there. I don't know if people remember what Jinkos are.
Alex Dobler was a pretty big candy kid. Definitely pretty big on the rave scene in the 90s.
I had friends that used to go to the big and tall stores
Uh-huh.
and buy the big and
To
tall
get the giant pants.
and then just hem them. So they were just giant.
Cheaper than Jinkos.
Ooh.
Oh, and that's a rough backside kick.
And we have seen that so often.
So many times. Yep. And
I can't tell if Russell's wearing a smile or...
no, it's a beard. There's a smile under there. Russell Kearley.
Never,
Not sure how he did in his first match.
Well, good news. That 6 ball is no longer on the table.
Nice. We got a 6 ball down. Looking great on the 7. Lake cruising by. Oh, man, we got to look at the brackets. Some stuff has happened.
Lake was the one of 2 wild cards within the Calcutta.
Yep, he was the second wild card that went for
So instead of people
very cheap.
bidding on an actual person in that situation, they were bidding on the chance to just choose someone.
So Steve had been purchased before then. He went for 900. Lake went for 750 as the second choice. Mike Grimm went for 1,000 over Lake. And
Yeah, but Lake was never offered up as an actual purchase.
totally.
He went as the wild card. So it's interesting how that all played out.
Yeah, it really is.
I
Well,
was-
we're going to have some results in
Ooh,
here.
just a touch.
So Mike D got Minu 9-2. Leo beat Russell Kearley 9-2. And it looks like Pastor is lined up to play Cedric Sloan, who defeated David Craig 9-1. And it doesn't look like Lake and Mike Grimm are done yet. But it looks like their score is 5-2 over there. Maybe not. Maybe it's 6-3.
Jesse Christensen in striking distance over here on the other stream. Looking to go
Trying
up.
to bring it
Look-
5-8.
Yeah,
All right.
making a strong comeback here.
This is going to be a fun tournament. This is the only round they're playing tonight, correct? And then
Nice.
play will resume tomorrow at noon for these guys. There's a bunch more great pools, so man, you guys get a chance, come down, come check this out.
Are you playing tomorrow at 1:30?
1:30.
Me too.
How about you? 1:30.
Same. Oh, yeah, because you got the bye, so we're in the same position now.
Are we?
Yep, because you got the bye on the bottom side, right?
Dirty dog. Yeah, I did. No, I cut the buy on the bottom.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, I thought you said the top. Sorry. And Randy.
Yeah, that overhead view is hard. Remember how we were seeing last night that
Totally.
once you're actually down over the shaft,
Can see there.
things look quite a bit different.
He's jumping that though, right? Yeah, he's got a shorty out there. It doesn't even look like he has to elevate that much. You'd like to just follow this ball and come back up table a little bit. Randy's jumped the ball off the table, I guess only once. But drills that one. I think he's going to put that short cue away for a while.
I don't have my calendar planned out that far ahead, Martin. I try and go to Legends anytime I possibly can.
It's so awesome.
It's a great new pool room here in the Pacific Northwest, especially if you're in the Portland area.
Yep, it's over there in Beaverton. Go by there. Show those guys some support.
I really enjoy pool on a 9-foot diamond, so them having 4 with quite a bit of space around the tables is a huge plus for me. That and that they have Littman lighting makes it a very pleasurable playing experience.
Are you playing this one just straight forward, taking the cut?
That's what I tend to do. But
Man.
then I probably miss this cut way more often than I'd like to admit.
I try to play that with some inside and come down, and I either miss the shot or I play with too much inside, and I either scratch in the corner or leave you a giant back cut.
Nice shot, Randy. Hits it
Very
firm.
good shot.
Not a question in his mind. He knew
Back of the pocket.
He knew exactly the shape he was playing there. Did you see that?
Earth shaker ball maker. There we go. Randy Baker coming back to 4-5.
Which brings him to 35% on the fair match app versus Bill Rosenberry's 65.
That's what the race is now. Giving Bill a game going to 5, and that's not something you want to be doing, is giving Bill anything.
Yeah, they're saying it's too much weight.
Too much weight. I wish I knew who was ahead, Lake or Grimm over there.
So we have a break here? Is that what happened? Did Randy go to smoke?
Yeah, Randy smoking. Bill went to the bar, Randy smoking. Maybe it's a bathroom. I don't know.
I didn't know we had a salad bar. Or is it a potato bar?
Oh, there's a salad bar.
What about you, Martin? You heading up there to Legends? I would imagine that the Mez Tour stops are pretty awesome. Probably well organized, strong players.
Be a great tournament for us to play. December's right before January, and you know what happens in January. The Derby City Classic.
I was going to say my dad's birthday.
All kinds of people coming to say hi up here.
Yeah, I've never had the pleasure of meeting either of the Dominguezes. I've played on quite a few of their tuned tables, though. Talk about a pleasure.
That's so awesome.
Summer, you had a chance to meet him at the qualifier last year, correct?
Yep. Yeah, I've met Oscar and Ernesto a couple times. Both just about the nicest guy in the pool world.
Yeah.
Nicest guys in the pool world. Fierce competitors, just sweethearts of people. Russell Kearley, oddly enough, had a really good showing up there, but his 2 losses were to that family. First,
Oscar and Ernesto?
Yeah. You got a picture of
the Dominguezes
with
took
both
me
of them.
down.
All right, Lake winning a game over there. Let's see which one he marks. Lake's up 7-3 on Grimm.
Looks like Joe Landy is in striking distance here, shooting the set-winning 10 ball.
Drills it.
Nice. Hits it with confidence, not a question in his mind. Go ahead and get that score updated. Thanks so much for watching in on that other channel.
Dude, that's crazy. So Lake's up 7-3. So somebody that went for 750 is up on somebody that went for 1,000. Mike Grimm went for 1,000.
Yeah, but that's a toss-up. I mean,
oh, totally.
everyone knows how strong Grimm's playing right now. I guess he has a broken thumb, maybe.
What?
So at least he has the out.
He's got to play with a literal handicap.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be shaking his hand pretty firm in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, I'd probably shake it maybe 3 times. Like, what's your name again? And he's like, Mike Grimm.
Nice shot.
And
Big
you
high
shake his
five.
hand, and then you go to shake his hand before you rack the balls, and then after you rack the balls, you go to shake his hand again. He's like, dude, what is going on here?
Dirty. Dirty dog. Got Dan Louie playing over there. Got old Steve Lingelbach.
They're racing to 9.
Yep.
So that could technically go 9-8, which would be 17 games, if that's how you're looking at a round.
Yeah. Martin saying Oscar owns hard times now. I didn't know that.
Man, that would be awesome.
very
I wonder if he's
cool.
going to tune a majority of those tables.
Totally.
I wonder if that has anything to do with the jointed queue not being open anymore.
That's interesting.
Well, Bill's stepping back to the table, getting out that good traditional rack.
Good old-fashioned diamond rack. These plastic diamond racks are pretty sweet. For a more inexpensive rack, they're absolutely quality products. Give you a nice, good rack. Unfortunately, we've still seen a lot of dry breaks coming out of these guys. Russell Kearley coming over here with some choice words. I think he might be headed towards the bar.
If Russell's drinking, then you better watch out. He will tackle you with smiles and enthusiasm.
He does love to have a good time. Terrific player from Springfield, Oregon.
Just recently.
A ball went in. A ball went in on the break. Get a calendar. Mark it. We have.
I'm trying to type over here on the other stream. It's a uphill battle for me.
Oh, you're good. And Cedric cruising by, getting through his first round. Congratulations to Cedric there. Looks like Bill's got a shot on this one ball, but I can't really tell. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he doesn't have a shot on that 10 ball. Or 1 ball, excuse me. Just playing safe, trying to get behind that 6 ball. And leaves a touch on the 1, but you're not going to touch without scratching over there. It doesn't look like. It's kind of got to draw off that ball if he goes straight into it. The bank is there. So, a couple different options here.
Got it.
Joel, are you lining this bank up? Yeah.
My bank isn't open this late.
It was open in the last set, man. You hit some great banks.
Yeah, but I mean, when we went there the other night, they didn't even have stamps at that Wells Fargo. That was kind of weird.
That's very true.
Which kind of bank only has a single ATM? Not their drive up wasn't open. They had
Speaking
that
of-
one on the curb. It's
Don't be crabby. You're at the beach.
I'm,
Everything's better at the coast.
I'm more of a muscle. I'm clamming up.
Don't get clammy. Water's full of sharks out here.
The sea is full of weeds.
Well, we're here to have a whale of a good time. Really
Cliff,
good.
were you asking yourself a question? What's the Bob Zach corner score?
Age-old question.
I can't see it from here.
Yep, I don't see either.
Oh, hanger.
Blake's about to take another game over there. He's lined up on the 10.
Yeah, the wood racks for me, that head ball tends to stick. So I struggle with getting a tight rack. And even though they're cut pretty proper, the only traditional rack that I've really had great experience with was the Delta 13. But then you have to get those leather dampeners because that thing is so loud and
They
chimey.
are so loud.
I feel like I have wind chimes in the shop.
Well, Randy looking really good here.
Are you just drawn back to reduce your angle on the 4?
He just wants to stop it. Drift forward, straight. Oh, I don't really want to stop this ball because that's, yeah.
So is he going to play into that long rail and play that 6 deep?
I'd rather be taking the 5, cutting it, and having my cue ball go into the end rail and back out so I can take the 6 and 7 in the same pocket. He may very well line up to just drift over and shoot the 6 in the lower left-hand corner pocket. Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah, I didn't see that the 4 was still hanging. So from this position, if the 4 wasn't on the table, that's what I was referring to. But yeah, I would assume he's going to drift down center table, leave himself a bigger cut. But no, didn't do it.
It's going to go nice and easy, but man.
Shows how confident he is with those longer shots. I mean,
Totally.
passing that side pocket. I guess at that level, you just don't have the same fear that you and I possess. But now he's jacked up over that ball. I think that reduces that percentage just a touch.
Well, we're going to find out.
Oh, is that Sam Rabito?
Sam Rabito over there, yeah.
See if
Not sure what he's got going on.
I don't know if he's practicing or if he's got some action.
I don't see a score sheet.
Yeah, I don't
Randy
know.
just drilled that ball like it was nothing.
I don't know if there's any more scheduled matches after 10:30.
I don't think there are. They could be doing minis.
All right. How are you going to transition down to the 10?
He's just going to draw straight down. Buttery.
Look at that.
I love that. Dude, just totally natural, smooth stroke.
Yeah, I'd be making a deal to try and get some of that.
Belmika saying Randy wins this match for sure. We'll see. We got a race to 4 here.
Contrary to what Fargo believes, by 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a coin flip.
Yeah.
Are you saying that because you believe the momentum has shifted to Randy? Or do you just believe in Randy over Bill, or does it have nothing to do with Bill?
Just believe in Randy. It's really natural to do that, you know, to believe so much in a player that you don't think about their opponent. But the fact is, it doesn't matter how good of a player you are, your opponent matters. Unless it's win or break and they get out of the set. That ain't an option here.
Yeah, I mean, to say that your opponent is no part of what you do is hard for me to get behind just because of the safe aspect of BCA rules. If we were playing full offensive bar league pool, then I could get behind that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But if you're playing a guy or a woman that can just lock you up left and right, that makes a huge difference.
Oh, for sure.
You're always stuck on the back of a ball, always kicking.
Daniel looks like he's in a good match right there with old Steve Lingelbach, and he looks like he's in a good position. I don't know if it's 3-4 or 4-3.
All right, what are you seeing with this one ball? Are you...
That's another dry break.
So do you have the option of a rollout? Do you...
It just blows me away.
Are you going to cross this one? Are you going to aggressive?
Cross bank in the one. No.
Do you think you have
I'm not going to get back down table.
Do you have enough one ball where you could actually bank towards the foot rail, but drag that cue ball just a touch behind that 6?
I think the push.
Push? Where would you push where you feel like Randy's going to pass on it, but he's going to give it back to you?
I think I'd push him towards the foot rail, where you
looks like he's
leave
crossing
the whole one. I just don't understand if you make it. What
oh,
it gets.
Look at that. He played the tiki.
Yep. Or he was just trying to play behind the 6.
Could have been a combination of the two.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll work. I can't tell if that one ball, I think it passes.
I didn't realize that they have seafood down in Roseburg, but Chris has said he has a clam on Randy.
Yeah, that one ball totally goes. And he going to straighten it out with some inside, or is he going to come around?
Oh, look at that. It
Oh,
wiped its feet
wiggled.
on the way in. That always feels good.
Mm-hmm. Rolled a little short, but if Randy can control the angle and just end up between that 6 ball and have a straight shot on the 3.
Are you spin cutting this, or are you trusting the tangent coming off and just playing multiple rails down? So head rail, foot rail.
I'm going to barely play off the center line. I'm going to play a little bit.
So he
He
spinned
spun
it.
it way more.
Spun it.
Yeah,
Spun it, not spinned it. Sorry.
because straight, I would rather be at this end of the table and have a more open angle to get to the 3 ball and take a longer shot. Because, yeah, that 3 ball doesn't look fun from there. So is he kicking behind it? Yeah. Nope. He's going to kick past the 6 ball.
And do you think he's going to kick safe to try and open that 3 back middle towards the center of the table? Or do you think he's trying to get a big piece of it and actually send that 3 down that long rail?
I thought he was going to kick safe and knock the 3 ball out of there, kind of one pocket shot, and hope it came across and back so he could be behind the 6. Like that. Oh, man. Or just drill it.
Yes, Chris. Your understanding is strong. Unfortunately, there's no conversion. The only clam dealers are Summerfield and I.
Oh, the clam dealers. All right, Bill looking really good here. That 5 ball does pass the 8. It's just going to come straight across.
Wiggle that in there, use that whole pocket.
He wishes he was a little straighter on this so he could just draw straight down.
How do you like to play it?
He's going to play short side.
So you're saying that he is going to hit this with outside draw, and he's going to come up past
Past the 9, pro side of the 7. Hold up, sugar.
Beautiful. Man,
Yep.
he hit that so smooth. That speed was on point.
It's a gorgeous shot.
He had that great contrast between the outside and the draw. That's a shot I would love to possess.
Yeah.
I miss it all the time.
That's the way to learn it. All right, so he's just going to carry straight forward. Little punch will get you a little wider. It's a terrific shot. Hold up. Sorry, that was a little loud. And he overran it. It's could be a good break for Randy. Bill's still in a good position there, though.
Clams and cabbage. I think I would like that. Have you seen that
No
clam
way.
pizza that they have online?
Clambage?
It's on one of those like insider food.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, this is huge. I mean, I am stunned that Bill missed that ball. But I think he got safe.
Yeah, from that angle, that's rough. He's calling the bank.
Randy called the bank.
So he's playing a cross bank, correct?
Mm-hmm. It could be. He could stiff that.
I don't think he's stiffing it.
I don't really like the cross from there.
Do you feel like the cross, you don't like the cross because of the making percentage, or you don't like that it's not going to get you good on the 9?
Oops, I'm screwing it up. There we go. You can cross this ball, but you got to throw that a bunch. Whereas if you stiff it,
Yeah. I think hitting it that way, it just is not going to go.
the stiff way, really?
The way he just hit it, unless he really juiced up on that English.
Oh,
and-
I think he was playing safe.
But he called the pocket. So he's
There's
calling
a
it
lot of
just
people
in
out there
case.
who will argue you always call a pocket.
Look at that stroke.
Pushes right through it, but pushes to what?
Yeah, but coming off of a miss to step up and hit that with the
Totally.
confidence,
Yep.
that's pretty inspiring.
And he's coming off on a great tangent line. I mean, if he just plays this dead straight, kind of looks like he's lining up
So
low
I
on
think
the
he's
ball.
2 rails and coming back towards where he's at right
Yep.
now.
What a shot. Playing that 10 in the lower right-hand corner pocket.
Nice.
Do you think Bill's still thinking about missing that ball? This
Not
is
at
a really
all.
similar shot.
Something of the past.
Doesn't look like
it's like
he
it
did.
didn't. It's like it didn't even happen.
That's awesome. It's hard for me to not get lost in that. Yep. Randy's having fun over there, saying, "Yeah, Bill's shooting smooth." I hope he realizes how smooth he's shooting. Man, looking good. And I'm pretty sure Daniel got that last game, so I think that means he's up 5-3 on Steve Lingelbach. I can't say for sure, but there's going to be some early upsets that are going to make this Calcutta real interesting.
You might be able to tell by the look on Crease's face if she's smiling and how she's holding her shoulders, where she looks a little tense there. I believe he's probably down.
Yep, no more completed matches up on the board so far.
Any idea on how Dan Louis is doing over there?
Oh, I lied. Kevin Robotilli. Took down Andy Purdy 9-7, and Bob Zach took down Matt Horner 9-4.
Nice.
The BZ.
Yeah, a lot of people said Bob Zach was.
Really good buy. What did Bob go for?
He was the opening bid, I believe, and I think there was just some.
BZ went for $250.
I think there was some confusion. People were kind of still just getting in.
Man, that's a good buy. Matt Horner, you know what he went for?
I think he went for what, $750?
7.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a huge, huge win. This is only a 30-person field. I mean, this tournament's going to progress really, really rapidly. To get in the top 6, you got to win 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to win 4 matches on the top side to get into the top 6. So, 1 down. It's a big win for Bob Zach. He's a terrific player. All right, Bill.
It looks
pushing
like
here.
Stephen Weekly just won 9.
Stephen Weekly
Looks
winning his. Stephen went for a good amount.
Looks like he just won 9-5.
Stephen went for 800. Who was he playing?
I can't see his opponent from here.
I didn't recognize him. Will Totten. The fellow over there in black and yellow. And it looks like Randy's elected to give that ball back. Oh, gets a good hit, stays out of the corner pocket. Nice shot by Bill there. Bill up 6-5. He's racing to 2. Randy's going to 3. From the looks of it, well, I guess I can't tell that. I won't speculate. Randy playing safe and putting a nice hit on the ball. Tyrell showing us his tongue there. Tyrell had a great Scotch doubles tournament. I think he ended up 4th, either 3rd or 4th. Joel going to the information to tell us a little Calcutta true facts. So who did you and I end up with?
We have a piece of lake. Okay.
A real thin beard.
We have Mike D.
Mm-hmm.
Cedric Sloan, Russell Kearley, Chad Bisconer. We have Junior Sargencio, Jason Copeman, Joe Landy, Nick Oldham, Min Yu.
All right.
And then within the field, who did we pick up? Looks like we went.
We bought the field?
Yeah.
What?
We have Steve Register, Jesse Christensen,
It's a terrible buy.
and Rob Cameron.
Well, we got some dark horses. You're right. And
Yeah, for $25, I was willing to part with my money.
I thought the field was $100.
Yeah, but we only have a quarter of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we split the field with 3 other people. So I was looking to hedge my bets.
Calling a ref here, probably a smart decision. He's drawn right back into that 8-ball.
Great control. Drills it. Option.
Option, yep.
I have a feeling Bill might give this back. What do you think?
He definitely did. And that's the tricky thing about that is if you call the most likely pocket for the ball to go in, even though you don't want to be shooting, it doesn't give your opponent the opportunity. It doesn't give him the chance. So you're pretty much taking your decision away if you never call a pocket and you accidentally pocket a ball. Then your opponent automatically has that choice. All right, Randy's got a tough shot here. He can definitely get over that 5-ball.
Yeah, but can he get over that 5-ball and avoid coming down on the 4?
I'm surprised he's looking that hard at this. I think he's definitely going to jump.
Have you seen Randy jump much?
Seen him jump the ball off the table a couple times.
I guess his
Just
question.
what
I guess his question
hit
is.
are you going for here?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how that 4-ball comes into play, I could see him maybe jumping to a kick if he's worried about coming down on that 4. But maybe if I'm just
No,
thinking it out too much.
Yeah, if you look over there, I mean, he's got several inches between those balls. And yeah, I really think he's going up and over. Doesn't look like it though. What is the kick here?
He's
To
going
2-rail?
Long rail, yeah, look at that. Boom.
Oh my gosh, he almost hit that ball. That was awesome. Shows what I know. It was a great try by Randy. Does lead Bill to the table, up 6-5. There's only 8 balls out there. There's a good chance Bill could get out of this rack. So he's just going to draw over for that 4. Great shot.
Yeah. He has a really strong grasp on that stun shot. I've seen that quite a few times out of him.
Just draw a couple inches off this 4. Leave yourself an angle for the 5. Oh, follow straight through. I like that shot. Are you going to rub the 8 off the rail or no?
You mean as I continue through the 5, am I going to just barely touch that 8-ball?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be moving that direction, so. He did not. Look at that. He totally avoided any contact with that 8 at all.
Can just change the way things happen for
Well,
sure.
yeah, and this way, if you look at it, now he's actually
Drift
heading
down for
up
the 7
table.
on the side. Yeah.
So I like that.
I don't know that I would have jacked up and drawn it. I think I just sort of rolled it, but that came out great. It's going to drift. He doesn't want to be straight on this 8-ball, though. He's got to have some kind of angle to get across for the 9.
I don't think he needs much angle. I think he actually left himself quite a bit, which
Yeah.
do you think now he's going to draw out, or do you think he's going to play follow?
I think he's going to draw out. And, I mean, it's pretty much punch outside.
Played the follow
Oh my
and got into
gosh.
some trouble.
No way.
If he was going to follow, I thought he would have juiced up and really followed from the long rail down to the foot rail.
He's blocked.
Yeah, have we seen a jump cue out of Bill yet?
No, we haven't. I'm going for my jump cue here for sure.
I wonder what the
Are you?
correlation. I wonder what the correlation between players that use the traditional rack instead of template racks are,
And don't use-
and don't have a jump cue. I bet you it's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a rude question to ask when you sit there and say, "Hey, I'm gonna use a magic rack. Do you want to use it too?" And they're like, "No, I'm just gonna use a traditional rack." Then could you follow up and
Get a jump
say,
cue in that bag?
"Are you gonna be jumping with a jump cue too?"
I don't think that's rude. I think it's kind of funny.
They're like, "Do you want to know what size shoe I wear too?"
So Bill's going rail first. Is he trying to kick it across the table? Yep, he was. Oh, man.
Oh, and he hangs it up.
We're going.
Well-
Oh, it hung.
Yep, we're gonna see.
Whoa, I thought that was in the pocket for sure.
Hey, see what Randy can do here. The one thing I like about it when it's in the pocket like that, as opposed to on the rail, is you can
Got more of
get
the ball.
down. Yeah, you got quite a bit of the ball still.
Yep.
It's still unnerving because of how those leather pockets are cut on a diamond.
Yeah.
The contour of it is kind of weird.
It's better than the metal scraping.
Yeah.
Oh, we're watching on the big screen and it cut out right as that happened. Ball did not go in, though. Oh, heartbreaker, man. And this is one that I like to thin hit. Bunch of left English. Nice and easy. Maybe throw that ball in the pocket. Get down to that rail. Pop back up for the 10 in the bottom left corner pocket. Same side as the 9.
Just want to give a shout out to my girlfriend who's laying in bed with my dog. She said that our voices are soothing.
Oh,
I wonder if my dog's looking around the room like, "Where's Papa at?"
I was talking to Gunner today on the phone, and she's like, or he's like, "Bunny, what's going on? You're freaking out." And I was like, "Oh, it's totally hearing my voice." Pretty cute.
My girlfriend Jasper will let me
Hey, Jasper.
message our dog. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, Honey Bear. Man, that's a huge game right there.
Yeah, it is.
Rosenberry going up 7-5. That could be a giant upset. Bill Rosenberry going for, what's that? $200. It's a crazy buy. Meanwhile, Randy Baker is a crazy buy too for $450. Both these guys could snap this off.
Pretty sure that everyone is,
Capable.
yeah,
Yeah.
snapping this off.
Who do we split the field with?
We split the field with a man named Robert and Steve Register because he's in the field, and Jesse because he's in the field. So
Cool.
yeah, it was a good way to do it.
I like it.
I enjoy breaking bread with the players that are within the field.
Somebody made a ball on the break. It's a miracle. Is Randy flying this 10 ball?
I don't think so.
I do.
You think he's going to shoot at this 10?
Yep.
Man, after that last loss, being down 5-7,
Where's he playing the 2 ball?
I think I'm playing safe. I think I'm just going to play that 2 ball, and I'm going to play
Calling it.
foot rail, long rail, and just trying to put him back up on the head rail.
He's got a chance to win. Right here.
He has a chance to win one game or go on the bottom side of the hill. I have $1. I have a clam that he jaws the 10.
Option. Oh, man.
Well,
And
that's
like happens
one,
so often.
One clam. Oh, I guess you didn't acknowledge the bet. So
I'm taking that
off.
bet.
I'm off scot-free.
If I would have known you were saying hang it, yeah, that wouldn't count as hanging.
No, I would have been out of clam. Man, we're gonna be having big
Dude.
old
Clam soup.
steamers.
Shout out.
Who's bringing the baguette?
Rosenberry's totally playing that 10 ball. And if he's not, I will be very surprised. He's got a chance to get on the hill.
I believe he just motioned for that side pocket. So.
Yeah, I think you have to
And in
play
10
this
ball,
too.
that means he's forfeiting any other shot because you can only call one shot. Look at this. Oh, he had good movement.
And that's the risk you take. Did a good job almost getting back to the rail.
Are we going to see another cheese out of Randy?
No, Randy said go ahead.
Oh, he did.
I kind of like that move. I need to get back to the table if I'm one of these guys.
Yeah, I support you there, Dan. They are pretty awesome as far as a traditional rack goes. Do you use those leather dampeners on yours? I saw them for sale on eBay, so I just made some of my own. They really cut down the sound by probably at least 60%.
Did he call the 10?
Look at this. Oh my!
Oh,
Sorry, that's kind of loud.
Joel Peck.
Turning myself down.
Joel Peak. Unbelievable. That's pretty wild. He almost drilled that ball.
I puckered up there for sure.
Nice shot, Randy.
So now, mentally, are you just imagining the 10 ball's not there and you're just running out? Or are you going to somehow let yourself get enticed into playing a wild
You gotta
shot?
forget about it at this point. They've already made some questionable decisions in this rack because it's been hanging there. James DeVee got Steve 9-3.
I can't even have a meal going in a crock pot and imagine it's not there. I mean, I'm just constantly like, man, is it ready yet?
You may very well be food obsessed, says the fat guy to the thin guy.
We had this discussion last night. I'm fat too.
Whatever.
What did we say? That I have a bag of coffee?
You got a sack of coffee?
But
I'm bringing the kitty litter.
Oh, man.
Randy Baker bringing it back.
This is the momentum he needs.
It's a nice out. Makes it look easy.
Heck yeah. It's a big swing there. 6-7 instead of 5-8.
Let's see if the Earthshaker can turn it away from Drybreaker. Just want to see these guys run out. Make a ball. Run out. Mentioned Stephen Weekly beat Will Toten. Shows Will winning on the bracket.
Really?
Maybe I totally misread that.
I could have sworn I saw Steve Weekly make that game-winning 10 ball.
He looked pretty disappointed. Will Toten totally beat him 9-5. You're
Man,
absolutely right.
maybe
Thank you for the correction.
Maybe he was just finishing up.
Dude, Matt Horner and Mike Grimm playing the losers bracket. So that's one of the Oregon boys. Guess there's a lot of Oregon boys here, but
What was the final score? Lake beating Mike Grimm?
9-3.
Ouch. Thank you so much for keeping us in check, Donna. Kind of just looking over these computer monitors down a row of 9 tables and trying to keep an eye on some practice golf balls. Can be pretty challenging.
All right, making sure there's a good rack here. It's Mr. James DeVee. Sounds like he had a good first round.
What did he beat Steve Register by?
A lot. 9-2.
Hey, that's not that big of a margin.
9-3, sorry. Steve's playing good, too.
So Steve did
I'm
as
not
well against
giving-
James as Mike Grimm did against Lake.
He did a little better than you did against James.
I guess that's all perspective.
I don't know. Was it 6-1 in games or 6-2?
I don't know. I think you remember better than I do.
Let's go to the tape. Oh, Bill Rosenberry. Big break there. Oh, man. Bunch of balls trying to fall, but nothing going.
He was looking good. That cue ball was squatted.
Was looking good.
Got a little kick there.
I think Randy's got a shot at this. Do you think he's taking that one? Can't really tell. Yeah, I think he's got a shot at the one ball. And if he does, I think he'll try and play that 2 in the lower side pocket. Overran it just a little bit, but that's about where he wanted to be.
Well, I'm pretty sure Will is probably stoked with himself, going for 150 and taking down Stephen Weekly, who for 800. So, depending on the rest of his tournament, that could be a
huge.
Major self-confidence buy there.
But I wonder what percentage of the time the winner of that tournament comes from the bottom.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
All right, so Randy is popping back towards the center of the table to take the 4 in the side, or do you think he's going to hold up and try and play the 4 in the upper left-hand corner?
I think. Yeah, I was going to say. I was going to say that he was going to play multiple rails and play it down.
3 rails.
Yep. He hit that really
He
well.
plays those shots so well. Over and back, he keeps his line.
So he basically just judged, what, 3.5 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet of ball movement pretty much after contact
Totally.
and stopped it on a dime.
I think a lot of these players, at least what I do, is I imagine where I'm naturally.
Oh, look at, she just messaged us back. So Stephen Weekly did beat him 9-5. They had the bracket wrong. Thank you for the
Bracket was
update.
wrong. Man, got a real roller coaster going here. Thank you for the update and the update to the update. Appreciate your help. It's still, yeah, that's closer than we imagined it was going to be. Will must have played a good set. Stephen Weekly playing really, really strong. And I guess I don't really know too much about Will. I'm doing the very thing that we were just talking about. Got to know who your opponent is. Andy is looking good.
Donna, what city do you guys live in?
7-7.
I guess I could look him up on Fair Match, but that's not always accurate. Or Fargo Rate. Just says Washington. Oh, it says Donna's out of Kennewick. So it's so interesting when you set up your, whoever sets up your Fargo Rate, how sometimes it'll just say the state and then the country, whereas other people it says the city. That's one thing I find challenging when I was searching for Scotch doubles partners. Was that I was trying to use a search function. I had to use multiple search fields to try and accomplish what I was trying to do.
Randy Baker.
That being said, if anyone is looking to play in bronze Scotch doubles for 8-ball, I'm really shooting for someone in the, 170-ish Fargo Rate range. So
You going to try and play bronze?
yeah, I've played everything but bronze so far. So my name is Joel Peck. You can find me on Facebook. I'm out of Eugene, Oregon. Let's make this happen.
No way did Randy miss that ball. Oh, my gosh.
Ouch.
Oh,
Concedes the game.
that is a heartbreaker. Hey there, Wambra. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad you're joining us. Man, I had the it on the button and everything. Bill Rosenberry getting to the hill, up 8-6.
Oh, Moses Lake. That's where that
Yeah.
man was from last night that
Yep.
was playing in the Silver Scotch Doubles finals.
Yeah, that's cool. Those guys were really, really sweet.
He said that they had a strong pool scene in that area.
Come on, ball. Got a ball. We're on the break. 10 ball awful close to that pocket. What are we betting Randy shoots that 10 ball?
So are you coming off the 1 into the 10?
Yeah.
You
don't know how
you
you
got a
can
clam
afford
that he's
to
going to
not.
make it, or?
I got to claim he's going to shoot it.
Beautiful.
Boom. I should have bet on him.
Have some
That was good
confidence.
action.
Come on now.
Whatever. Would you have bet he was going to make it?
I would have.
Randy hits those shots, so he just hits a lot of shots very well.
At this level, that's such a high percentage shot.
Totally.
I can't believe I hit that one so good earlier and just
And it followed it straight in. Oh,
You know why? It's because I think I hit it with
hit it
low,
too good.
low, and then it transferred to
Totally.
high, right? Gosh darn it. Bringing up sorrow.
Look at this, man. So, I mean, we're 7-8. That's not over at all. And we're at a 76-24.
Luke Thomas stepping in the building.
Mr. LT himself.
Man, that's
Didn't see him in the field. He would have gone for a pretty penny as well.
who's that with him?
That's Cedric.
Oh yeah, I just didn't get a good view of his face. Did we see the results of Cedric's match?
Yeah, Cedric won. Cedric's playing Pastor tomorrow.
And 2 of our horses.
I know.
Well, at least one of them's gonna be on the top.
Totally. And Cedric caught a buy, or Pastor caught a buy. So
I wonder if Pastor knows that there's a taco named after him. Because Al Pastor tacos are my absolute favorite.
Absolutely your favorite?
Yeah. Remember we had them down at Tacos El Gordo
I totally
in
do.
Vegas?
Definitely stood in the Pastor line.
Yeah, if you're ever in Las Vegas, down on the Strip, and you're looking for reasonably priced food that's open late, Tacos El Gordo is worth checking out. They have 2 locations literally throwing distance from each other.
This, again, I mean, they're all huge racks at this point, but this is a big one. If Randy can get this back to Hill Hill, you got to think he's the favorite to win this.
I let Summerfield do all of our Muppet voices. He's got a much better range than me. He sings really well.
Shut it. Totally tried to frame me into singing last night, you punk.
I thought you were going to. I got out the speaker and everything.
No.
We were talking with Soph Tran about what her go-to karaoke song was. And for all of you that want to know, she can hit some amazing notes
Wow, what a touchy shot. Did you see that?
in the style
Pretty.
of Whitney Houston.
Nice shot there, Randy Baker. He's got a piece of that 4-ball, right?
Oh, yeah.
Got that all day? Yeah, we are talking about Junior, Sandro. Sorry. Oh, pushing it. Well, Randy's looking great in this rack. He's just going to push this straight forward. He's going to go 2 rails, try to get pretty straight on the 6 because he just wants to draw straight back for that 7. Don't get back there. He did not want to touch that ball. That changes everything.
I don't think it did much. I think he's going to be able to control the 6 ball with a stop shot of some sort. And he's just going to be able to play that 7 down in that opposite corner.
Yeah. I mean, he's floating towards the 10 ball, though.
Yeah.
If he hits it with much,
I think
it's hard to say how
I think
much
he has
angle
the control. Maybe he'll hit it with a little bit of follow and come back towards where it's at now.
No, I think you're right that he'll stop it. And that's the interesting and intuitive thing is that the more you throw, the closer to the center of the ball you can hit.
Oh, like you said, he backed that up. See that?
Yeah, and that closes that angle. I hear what you're saying. It looks like he's still got it, though. It really
Yeah.
doesn't on this view.
But this is a little bit of a distorted overhead view that we ran into last night. Remember?
But what I
Because
find
now
is that
shift one more view, will you, on our preview? Is that our best angle? There.
yeah, but this is coming from this side, so it looks more open.
Look at that. That answers our question.
Yep. Nice shot, Randy.
Beautiful little finesse shot there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start taxing myself every time I say beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Push-ups, or what are you doing?
I think I'm just going to put a clam in the jar.
Clam jar.
It
Jar's
is one of
gonna
my
be
favorite
stinky
songs,
by the
though.
end of the
Simply
week.
Beautiful. So that's a clam.
He's a clam jar. Simply beautiful.
Slapping clams.
Oh.
Well, this is a massive game.
Totally.
Sitting 7-8 on the bottom side of the hill.
I do not think. I think Randy wanted to roll that a little further, but I don't know. He's not going to draw this ball. He's going to play high outside.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna overthink it too much. Just 2 rails an hour, right?
Super buttery. Man, how about buttery? Do I get fined for buttery? It's getting old.
No, I like it. Goes well with butter. I mean, well with bread.
Goes well with butt.
Goes well with butter.
Randy Baker bringing it back to Hill. I guess 2 Hill. 2 gentlemen on the hill. Only one may leave.
So what were people saying about fair match? And
About fair match?
yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
totally.
Hill. 668 versus 671.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty.
and I mean, there was a big swing in this. What was he down? He was down 6-2?
I believe so. Remember, because I think if Bill would have got out, then he would have been up on the hill.
Man.
I know it was at a certain point in time, wasn't it?
Are you going to double it and roll it back?
7-4, 7-3.
Both these players showing some sportsmanship, given the classic daps going into a Hill game, both acknowledging they both got there. One of the coolest things that I heard about this weekend was a pretty big money match that went Hill, and both players decided instead of answering with one game, they'd play a second race to 7. It ended up 6-6, and they decided they'd keep the same bet but do it the next day. So pretty cool, if you ask me. So two people that want to get into heavy action, but they don't want to answer with a single game. They're not there for the gambling. They're there for good pool. That's right, giving the spectators what they want. Randy's making a ball, and he does not like this table. Man, the 2's funky. The 4-7 is messed up. But it wouldn't be a Hill thriller if it wasn't. Can't be easy. Oh, and he wanted to roll down and take that 2 in the upper left-hand corner pocket, but just didn't get there. He's going to play safe here. Thin off that 2. That's a really nice shot. I want to be able to do that. And I can't tell if that 2-8 is wired. If it is, Bill's got a great chance to kick and make this ball. No, I don't think it is. In which case, I think what he'd want to do is hit the inside of that 2 ball, closest to the head rail, knock the 2 ball up table and the cue ball back about where he's at right now.
Say that again. So you're kicking.
I was trying to decide whether or not he could see enough.
If you could see any of the 2 ball, you mean?
See enough, or if that 2-8 was wired. And if the 2-8 was wired, I was trying to kick into that.
I don't think you can see any 2 ball, but I believe the 2-8 is wired. And that answers our question. Man, he hit that really firm, though. I think I would have hit that quite a bit softer. I don't think he needed that power to pocket the ball at all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he was worried about if he missed, he wanted to get some separation with the 2?
Or he just knew he needed a crisp hit to make the ball.
Oh.
And I think that was what it was, because it did look like he was cutting the 8 ball back.
Yeah, that makes sense. But unjust, I mean, to make that really nice kick. And unfortunately, you're in a pretty tough predicament late in the set.
Totally. I think he's going to want to kick that 2 ball right up around the 7-4-6. Hopefully bring the cue ball back up table. I don't know.
How are you thinking he's going to kick? I don't think it goes between that 7-9. So you're saying that he's going to kick 2 rails around the 10 ball?
I know
and
that
play the 2 between the 7-6?
I know that he can hit it hitting a bunch of right English just past the 9 ball to clip the 2.
Oh,
so you're
really?
naturally hitting really thin on that 2 ball.
I take that for a clam.
That he can do it or that he will do it?
Man, I mean,
I don't know. He's shooting 2 rails. And 2's probably the smarter play. The 10 is a little interesting to get around, but look at that. Great shot.
Leaked on him. Oh, so going back. What do you
Randy's
think?
got a great opportunity here. Randy could potentially break up that 4-7, which is his big issue right now.
You don't think that 10's enticing him at all?
No. It was very close to. It was definitely something to consider, but right now, he's not going to back cut it. He's not going to razor thin touch that 2 to cut the 10 over.
So the 4 crosses, but do you think the 4 just goes on that same side?
No. I think it crosses and that's it.
So unless you bump it out,
Yeah, look
you don't
here.
have many options.
I think you got to bump it. I mean, you can play this to play the 3 to knock it, but you're there. I don't know. I mean, coming at this angle, you're coming pretty wide, and you could very well miss it. But if you hit it, you're still you're most likely going to get on the 3.
Look at that.
Look at that shot.
Such confidence.
Dude, at Hill. What an awesome play on the ball. Nice shot, Randy Baker. And from here, I mean, all he's got to do is get past that side pocket.
Which is funny because this is newer carpeting. I think they replaced it maybe 2 or 3 years ago before they had more of a tribal print.
This is not easy. He's got a huge side pocket there to contend with. I mean, he's hitting that ball pretty thin, but he's going straight into that side.
It's amazing. It's amazing how much
there.
the easier or the bank looks on one view than the other.
Yeah.
A dot. Elects to play safe.
Huh. That's interesting.
I think Rosenberry's going to drill this back bank.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. He's going to play 2 rails out center table for the 4.
At Hill. Are you back banking this?
I got a clam on it.
I'll bet it, yeah.
Clam on the make if he shoots the back bank.
Deal. Oh, man. Look at that. It was
2 rail shaped center table. Is that
stupid, Joel.
all right?
Great shot.
I'm up 1. Where's our
clam jar?
Yeah. We got to use some. Oh, I got chips over there.
You're looking down the line of that 4 ball.
I love that view there.
He's looking terrific. Bill is 4 balls away from taking the set in a big upset.
It was said for a long time that Bill Rosenberry was the best player in our area. This was before my time in the Pacific Northwest, but he was a force to reckon with. Not to say that he's not still.
Oh, no way. He looked, oh my gosh. I can't believe that. He did look really straight on that ball, and he just drew it instead of punch it.
What are you playing, Summer?
Oh, I'm just sick.
What are you going to do? Play off the 9
can't
to the
believe that
10?
happened.
You going to back cut that 9?
Can you
Just gonna
believe?
one
Oh,
rail
let's
bank
look
that?
at it.
That natural bank?
I don't like that shot.
I don't like any of those shots, but when your back's against the wall, bottom side of the hill, hill. Such a huge difference in your tournament success staying on the top side when you're talking about a field like this.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's just heartbreaking. Is he going to play safe?
he doesn't know what he's doing yet. He's just sighting still.
I think he's considering banking it, doing the cross bank, just crossing over the 9 ball. I think he's considering playing safe off the 9 against the 10.
He just called the 10 ball.
He's calling the 10 ball.
Man, I'm hitting that 9 bank. I have to. Leaves me perfect shape on the 10.
Bill Rosenberry drills it. No way.
Ooh.
Oh,
What
my
a great
God.
shot.
No way. Bill Rosenberry taking that down. And you see where that cue ball ended up. That is huge. What a match, man. What a match.